Every year, gun manufacturers create new designs and features that make their pistols lighter, easier to shoot, and more ergonomic. For this video, we thought it would be cool to show you the top 10 pistols based on online sales. As you'd imagine, Glock, Smith & Wesson, Sig Sauer, and Taurus are all well represented. Let's begin. Number 10. Glock 43X, $575. It's no surprise to anyone that the best-selling gun on the planet right now is the Glock 43X. The Glock 43X is the answer for shooters who want a top-shelf CCW, but also want to shoot with precision at 50 yards. The Glock 43X has the same height as the Glock 19 Gen 5, but that's pretty much where the similarities stop. Glock built the G19 and the G43X at the same height because they both want guns to be easily concealed. The Glock 43X only weighs 1.44 pounds loaded and features a light 5.4 pounds trigger pull weight. The G43X is a part of the new Slimline series from Glock that provides the same reliability, dependability, and performance as standard Glock frames, but a thinner slide and pistol grip for optimal concealment in any environment. Number 9. Sig Sauer P365X, $650. Featuring a 3.1-inch barrel, the X-Series grip module with a 12-round flush-fit mag brings a new level of performance to your EDC. The P365 redefined what a concealed carry pistol should be. Featuring a 3.1-inch barrel, the X-Series grip module with a 12-round flush-fit mag. These features, along with the signature X-Series flat trigger, all come standard. The P365X maintains the crisp, clean P365 trigger pull. Never has so much versatility and capability been squeezed into such a perfectly concealable size. A must-buy if you ask us. Number 8. Taurus G3C, $340. The Taurus G3C is the newest addition to replace the ever-popular G2C. So what kind of upgrades did Taurus add for the next-gen budget pistol? The G3C moved away from the manual safety to fall in line with what most striker-fired pistol manufacturers are going toward. We like the rough textured grip and the ergonomics of the pistol, but the stock sights are awful, so we'd recommend replacing them with aftermarket night sights. The 6-pound trigger feels lighter than it is, but we think it's because of the extra longer trigger distance. Some online platforms list the Taurus G3C at only $267.99 for the newest and most affordable CCW we've seen since the pandemic started. If you're looking for a gun to break in a new shooter or to get a modern striker-fired 9mm with a respectable capacity and reliable accuracy, the G3C is a great option. However, truth be told, if you're holding a Glock in one hand and a Taurus in the other, it's like driving a Tesla versus a 1999 Honda Accord. Number 7. Glock 19 Gen 5, $575. If someone asked us what the most reliable and universally used pistol is, we'd always suggest the Glock 19 Gen 5. The Glock 19 is the answer to the gun owners who think the Glock 17 is too big but don't want a small Glock 43X or Glock 26 Baby Glock. Some Glock aficionados may not like the fingerless grip on the Gen 5, especially with the shooters we know with large hands. However, the rest of us love the versatility to position our hands any way we want without worrying about being in the finger grooves. The Glock 19 Gen is one of the most versatile pistols on today's list, with optimal performance and practicality as a CW or open carry pistol. Number 6. Taurus G2C, $300. We were honestly a little shocked to see the Taurus G2C and G3C crack the top 10 in sales, but after getting to shoot a few rounds, we understand the value of this pistol. For starters, the main reason this pistol is in the top 10 is because of the low price point. Right now, you can get a brand new 9mm CCW for as low as $250 on the market, which is something you could never say with a Glock, Sig, Walter, or S&W pistol. The rough textured grip is very aggressive, but provides excellent control over the pistol. The trigger pull for the G2C is very light, but the over travel is absurd relative to any other pistol on this video, excluding Taurus. It's built with the perfect length, width, and height to be used as a primary CCW or open carry pistol. Even with a 12-round mag loaded, the Taurus G2C is still only 1.38 pounds. Number 5. Glock 44, $415. The Glock 44 is the first .22 LR pistol from the company and is in the image of a Glock 19 Gen 4. If you're questioning why a .22 LR can be on the top 10 list with the Glock 19, G43X, and G20, you haven't paid attention to the gaining popularity of the .22 LR. One thing that Glock always does is listen to its customers and make new models based on our critiques. For example, Gen 5 removed the finger grooves because so many people were complaining about them. As people continued to ask for a reliable 22 LR pistol, Glock had no choice but to create the first mainstream rimfire striker-fired 22 LR pistol. Other than the Glock 43X, the G19 is the most universally used and accepted pistol worldwide. The only difference with the Glock 44 over the Glock 19 Gen 4 is in the pistol's weight. Every other specification is the same between the two pistols. If you like the Glock 19 and want a 22 LR pistol, there's nothing better or more comfortable than the Glock 44. We think Glock may have rushed the design, or it's just harder than we think it is to create the expected reliability of Glock pistols chambered in higher calibers like the 9mm, 40 S&W, and the 45 ACP. However, even with a few inconsistency issues while you break your mags and slide in, there isn't another 22 LR pistol that can give you the performance of the G44. Number 4. Glock 43X MOS, $575. Of any guns on today's list, there is no other gun we'd buy over the Glock 43X MOS. One thing we hope Glock goes to in the future is to make every pistol optic ready. We don't see a point in not having any of our pistols drilled and tapped. We don't always run an optic, but we want to have that capability if we choose to add an optic for a specific purpose, competition, self-defense. The MOS is the same as the Glock 43X, except you can replace the sights on the modular optic system with an aftermarket RDS or tritium night sights. The Glock 43X combines every feature, including the marksman barrel, polygonally rifled barrel, fingerless grip, and NDLC finish, with the perfect size for a CCW or open carry pistol. We really have nothing negative to say about the Glock 43X MOS. Number 3. Glock 19X, $616. The Glock 19X is the first ever crossover pistol between the Glock 17 and the Glock 19. The G19X uses the G17 frame with the G19 slide for a bigger surface area for your hands, but better for CCW EDC use. There is a lot to like about the G19X, including many of the Gen 5 features like the Glock marksman barrel, polygonally rifled barrel, and the NDLC finish on the metal slide and barrel. The polygonally rifled barrel has been around since the 1800s, but has been revived and made better by modern CNC machines and other computer-driven machinery like high-tech lathes. By using a polygonally rifled barrel, the Glock 19X has a tighter gas seal at the bore, thus creating a smoother operation and better recoil control of the pistol. Number 2. Smith & Wesson M&P 45 2.0, $650. The M&P 2.0 is surprisingly on this list with many heavy hitters like the Glock 43X, Glock 19 Gen 5, and the Taurus G2C. The most interesting aspect of the M&P 45 is to see a 45 ACP pistol competing with 9mm CCWs. One of the most talked about advantages of Glock is the natural angle for the pistol grip. If we're all being honest with ourselves, there is no better ergonomics in a pistol than a Glock. However, the Smith & Wesson M&P 45 2.0 changed the grip angle to 18 degrees to close the gap between them and the Glock. Number 1. Glock 26 Gen 5, $573. For those who have been living under a rock, the Glock 26 Gen 5 Baby Glock is the highest-selling subcompact pistol outside of the Glock 43X. The G26 Gen 5 is almost a full inch shorter than the G43X, but has a longer barrel. The 2/10-inch barrel addition helps the G26 gain power, accuracy, and range in a small CCW. With dozens of acronyms in the world of guns, it's difficult to keep up with the difference between a Glock SF and FS. The G26 front serrations shows the addition of front serrations to the new Gen 5 Glocks. Front serrations are a nice touch to a small subcompact pistol because it gives us added versatility to manipulate our slide in multiple ways, or the bros who love to press check at the range. Another feature to pay close attention to is the added weight versus the Glock 43X to compensate for the short barrel and frame. This helps with controlling the recoil of the 9mm bullet. That's all for this video, folks. See you another time.